Hey, love. We're going to do a download message, see what's coming out. We're going to use the Caroline Miss archetype cards to get it started, and then we'll see what else. Um, let's get some shuffles on the deck. Connecting the body and the body, connecting the body, heart, and mind, connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. Connecting the spirit, heart, and mind. And connecting the spirit and the spirit. Okay. All right. Focus on the cards. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit, divine truth. Let us see, speak, and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity for my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity, for our highest, latest, and brightest good, for our overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Yeah, praise in all our days. All right, let's see what we got going on for the love, peace, and happiness tribe collective. We have saboteur energy. Okay. We also have rescuer energy. And we have queen energy. Okay. Next row, we have victim. Magical child, the child magical. We have the damsel. We have the alchemist, the servant, and the advocate. Bottom of the deck is the slave. As soon as I saw the slave card, I heard it's because you always believed you had to do it. You had to do it. It's like force, under duress, no choice in this. That was the energy. Yeah, I hear in the past you sabotaged yourself a lot because even though you had power, you were living in victimization mode. You didn't even understand. Yeah. Somebody came into your life that showed you a different perspective. And it was through their example. There was somebody here who allowed others to assist them. There was somebody here who allowed themselves to just be beautiful and vulnerable and in receptive mode. Okay, this person really helped you a lot. Somebody came into your life, it really helped you a lot. Yeah, some of you met this person, but it wasn't actually like a physical meeting. Some of you met this person through a book or through some online content like this, you know. You met somebody who knew how to hold their regality, yet also allow others to step in and fulfill their role, not didn't feel like they had to do every dang thing. The meeting of this person actually helped change your life. It helped you put a lot of things in perspective, I hear. Yeah, perspective about what you were doing and what you needed to be doing. One of the things that you learned was to allow life uh, to be of service to you too. That you don't always have to be the one being of service, and that you are nobody's victim. You don't need to be a victim. You also learned, that you could recreate victim mode as often as you wanted to, but instead you chose to let victim mode serve you and teach you how to allow others to assist you. I heard how to allow others to assist you without needing a rescuer. You allow other people to step in and do their part as delegated by the universe, by the divine, by God. Okay. Yeah, you finally realize that God puts people in your life for a reason. Everybody has a different role to play. You don't have to be everything, because I just hear, I'm every woman. It's all in me. Okay, listen, the tone even of trying to sing the song to you was off, because there's a tone that's off in those lyrics. Okay. Yeah, and what I'm saying is like you don't have to be everything to everyone. You don't even have to be everything to you. The universe, God, has all these other things, all these other ones here for a reason. They're not here just to twiddle their thumbs and do nothing, just to sit on the wall and do nothing. Like let others do too. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing allow others to play their role. Others have a role to play in your life as well. Victimization mode was huge because of the fact that you're in victimization mode. What you didn't know was you were sabotaging so many opportunities that you could have had, and you only realize that in hindsight. You only realize that after the fact. Yeah. And part of that, what you were doing to sabotage yourself, was always assigning others, attributing more power to other people in your life than what you had in your life, looking for somebody to come and rescue, when in reality you were the one who ended up rescuing yourself. Yeah, you had some help along the way. We already talked about that. There was some help along the way. Somebody had a different type of perspective. Yeah, you kept waiting for, some of you, it was a very specific person. Maybe it was your mother, right? You kept waiting for a specific person to rescue you, to help you out, when in reality you had the universe at your beck and call. If you could refocus your energy, if you could redirect your attention to a place of empowerment instead of a place of being a victimization mode, okay, a place of being the victim to others. Yeah. And that's what was really going on, is that you were sitting in this being a victim to others mode. Yeah. Some of you here, you have a you have an important role, and what I just talked about was some of your past energy. But what I'm seeing is one of your important role now is you, whether that is through physical actions or um spiritual work that you do, or some of you could be like philanthropists, or psychologists, counselors, some kind of advocate, something like that. I see you working to help other people to free themselves from being a victim. Yeah, I see that, the victim in you is attached to it. So some of you, you're on a huge karmic cycle of victimization mode, but you learned so much about it so early that you've now moved to the outside of it instead of in the inner circumference. This situation is, you're on the outside ring. In other words, you're no longer the victim, but you're still involved in victimization energies. It still plays heavily into your life. It will for a certain percentage of your life. You have a soul contract to live this experience for a certain percentage of your life. And so here you are fulfilling that. It doesn't mean you're going to be a victim. It doesn't dictate how long you're the victim, but that victim energy will radiate either directly in your life while you haven't learned the lesson, or around the circumference of your life once you have learned the lesson, and you'll fall into a different role. So some that's what I'm seeing here. You're falling into a different role, becoming an advocate, becoming a healer, a rescuer, somebody who helps others, a servant of sorts, okay, to assist those who are still in that victim mode. Okay, so this could be physical abuse. I'm picking up a heavy energy of physical abuse. So, so this would be like a woman who was in a physically abusive relationship, gets out of the physically abusive relationship earlier than many, stayed in it, had her fill quite earlier than many others, and then now works to help rescue or help provide in some sort of, it could be as simple as donating to a cause and keeping up with some sort of safe house or something like that. There is somebody who's a speaker, who's a sort of a counselor. Maybe you went and got a psychology degree. Maybe you do something online like I do, but you work with others who have been victimized through domestic violence as well. But this is the energy that I'm seeing here. And so let's say you said you signed up before you came to Earth. You signed up for a 30% contract of domestic violence, which would mean that, let's say you lived 5% of it, of domestic violence, and then you learned quick and you got out of it. Now the other 25% of that contract can be fulfilled, not by being the victim, but by teaching or assisting or whatever way from the outside. Now you're on this circumference. Let's go ahead and layer this spread. Let's get some more cards, and we'll see if it's going to follow the same train of thought. But let's see, what else do we have? I have the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards that I've been shuffling up to pull our next layer over this download message. And we have the first card coming out, and then we'll pull off the top, and it's staying focused. So your point of focus was something that sabotaged you in the past. Yeah. Gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. Yeah, as you hold as you switch your point of focus, you started focusing on victory, and you started finding more success. This allowed you to navigating by the stars, following your bliss, trusting your intuition, trusting the signs that you see, and you begin the new cycle with the first light. Yeah, you do this on your own. You finally have peace. You have a moment of silence. Peace prevails. Yeah. You get this opens up to getting excited as you connect with nature. I see the four butterflies here, for the number four significance. Okay. And connecting with Gaia. Shout to the heavens with happiness because things are changing, getting better. Grounding, go deep and explore your roots. You're going to have some time to reconnect to self that is going to produce a lot of joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Taking shelter, the answers are within. Yeah, you're reconnecting to this part of yourself after learning to shift your point of focus, no longer feeling a slave but ready for a great adventure. What is it like to taste freedom? What is it like to be the dictator of your own life, the decider, the chooser, the one who has the final say about what you do in life? You're finally experiencing that now, and it has a lot to do with you having broken free from this victim mode. There was a lot of victim mode in the past, but that is not something that was meant to last with you. It's something that you've overcome. It's something that you've grown out of. It does no. And if the shoe fits, strap it on and take a run in that bitch, right? But no, it no longer fits. You already ran all you were going to run in the victim shoes. Now you're in the success shoes, honey. Now you're on success shoes. Yeah. We're going to shuffle up the Work Your Light Oracle to go deeper into your energy and see what else comes out for you. More Oracle cards. Yeah. So I see you have a different point of focus now. I see you have a different mentality now. I see that you're no longer focused on being a victim, but during times of your own, I see you reflecting a lot about where you've been. And I see you taking a lot of time to appreciate things that I heard in the past you were not allowed to. In the past, you were not allowed to do these certain things. Somebody kept you quite tight under their thumb. It's like I just see the energy where you weren't really allowed to come out while somebody else was not at home. If they were at work, if they were not with you, you were not allowed to leave the house. It's like you are incarcerated in the home. Unless they accompanied you, you were not allowed to go anywhere. And so now you're having fun exploring the world on your own. But every once in a while, you still find a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of apprehension about this freedom, about this liberty, because it's still, in some ways, quite new to you. I know, and I can see that for most of you watching this, not all of you, some of you are in the earlier phases, and some of you still yet to break free. However, for most of you, it's been 3 to 4 years that you've been free of this type of oppression. Yet and still, you find yourself at moments trying to figure out, why does it feel a little bit uncomfortable, you know? You still realize, like, you'll be fine, and then all of a sudden that old feeling comes back, like, I shouldn't be out by myself, I need to have that person with me. And you're like, hold on a second, where the hell did that thought come from, and then you process that information, and it's a trip. It trips you out because you're like, hold on, I've been on my own for so long. I love being on my own. And what it is, I'm hearing, it's a reconfirmation of who you are versus who you used to be. Yeah. That old personality trying to creep out of its grave, trying to come back to life, trying to pull a Lazarus move on you, but you don't allow it. You don't allow that consciousness of, you need somebody to control your life. You need somebody to hold your hand. You need somebody to tell you when you can. Yeah, because getting permission, I'm hearing getting permission was a big deal. As soon as you didn't have to get permission no more, that felt different. That felt even wrong. I'm hearing that even felt wrong. It just did not feel right because you were not used to it. You had to get permission for everything in the past. But you've got freedom now, and you're learning to find your own answers. You're learning to do what feels good to you. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Yeah, if you got part of the thing was, in this old energy, you couldn't get too big for your britches, is the way I heard it. Like, you couldn't. It's like in this energy from the past, you had to not do or not, you could never be better than that person. You could never know the answer if they didn't. You could never have information they didn't know. You could never have experience that they didn't have. You had to literally be less than them, or it was a fucking problem. That's what I'm seeing. um and there was a lot of times where you stayed silent about stuff that you knew. I just see, like, Abused, frightened child, afraid to freaking speak. Why? Because of the ridicule, because of the abuse, because of the negative experiences that followed you. Opening your mouth once or twice taught you real quick to just keep what you know to yourself. Let if they don't know where they're going, and you know the directions, or you know whatever, you know they're going the wrong way, you would never say something. Because I'm sitting here seeing, I'm seeing the idea of you sitting in the vehicle, you're driving somewhere, they're driving, of course, and you're just riding shotgun because it's just the two of you. And you know exactly the directions, which way to go, but you can't say nothing. And I see you guys riding around lost for 15 to 20 minutes while you don't you dare say you know if he don't know. And I am picking up it was a he. If you would have said that, oh, it's because we made the wrong turn back there or we passed the street back there, you would have got slapped in your face, on your mouth, and not softly. I heard those rings hurt. So we're talking about a man who wears a lot of rings, okay? And if you knew the directions and he didn't, oh, it was hell to pay. So you just let the motherfucker drive around lost because you were not finna get slapped for knowing shit that he should have dang well knew. And only an arrogant ass is gonna get mad at you because you've got the answers that they don't have. And that is the type of energy you were sitting in for so long that it worked itself into how you were as a person. And I'm seeing it's taken you a long time to break free from that. So don't dim to fit in was a big deal. Yeah, break the chain. This was a cycle. Yeah, rescue. You had to save yourself. Success grows in your life as you break the chain. This is ancestral patterns. This is something that you could have, this person could have been your very father, and you've been under your father's thumb this whole time, right? But this is something anywhere where this was your father. This is something you saw your mother do. Even if it was your spouse, you went and married somebody just like daddy, and just like daddy did mommy. This fool was doing you until you broke the chains. You broke the chains in this. This is about you breaking ancestral chains. Yeah. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone again. But so for some of you, you met one person. I'm telling you, you met this one person here, this queen energy, right? Her name could even be Queen. You met this one person who you could connect with on a soul level. And the connection you had with her, she could have been, oh gosh, I just saw it. She's the one that helped you get away. She's the one that helped you run away and disappear. Because if he had any inkling of an idea of where you were, he would have come and hunt you down. But this was a very significant friend in your life who helped you run away, disappear, get out of there, escape. Yeah. A soul member, a soul family member, Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. You actually get a chance to see the light of day, to breathe free. You're finally being able to live a happy life. And it's making you, it's like, this is turned into life purpose, part of your calling, to become an advocate, to be a healer, to be a teacher, to, as you heal it in yourself, as you've been working on this for a while, it promotes in you this desire to want to assist other people who stuck like you were, because somebody was there to help you. So now you want to be that somebody there to help somebody else. This is really awesome. You get excited about it. Before you can be there to help somebody else, you need to heal yourself. Yeah. And so you've been taking time. If you haven't, you will be. I see you will be taking time to heal your own energy. Okay. Taking time to learn how to enjoy your life because you had so much stress and so much anxiety behind another person, pins and needles, walking around on pins and needles, afraid to tip the balance of that person's peace, and then be the focus of their ire. I'm hearing the word ire of, in other words, the focus of their rage and their anger. You didn't want to be the focus of their rage and their anger. You got so used to walking around on pins and needles. You got to take time to learn to enjoy your life. Yeah. And one of the things that's necessary is healthy boundaries. You didn't grow up with healthy boundaries, so likewise you don't have healthy boundaries, but you're learning them. You're learning them. Yeah. And there is an awakening here. I see your soul team helping you in an elevation of your spirit. I see, look at this. Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, is at the bottom of the deck, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. I see the feminine ancestral line protecting you, guiding you, healing you, providing the help. Even I'm hearing, even orchestrating the meeting between you and the significant woman who helped you escape the situation. I see that here, where you were not as alone as it appeared that you were at that time. It appeared that you were alone, but those were not the facts. That was just the appearance. As a matter of fact, when it seemed like you were alone, yes, you physically were alone, but spiritually, you were supported, you were surrounded. And that's how you even met this friend that helped break you free from the situation. That's how you found this information. Again, some of you, it wasn't an actual person, but I do see they're showing me, at least by example, that it was a physical person. For some of you, this was a certain group of knowledge. Some of you found the resources. Some of you connected through a book or through a social media channel of some sort. Some of you connected with a coworker. If you, but I don't feel that coworker very strong, because I feel most for whom this energy is resonating, you weren't even allowed to go and have a job. That's not what you were allowed to do. You were under someone's thumb. You were stuck. You were confined. You were completely restricted and so isolated. You were being isolated. Abusers don't want you to have any connections to the outside world, because they know they can get in trouble if you can communicate to the outside world what the fuck they're doing inside. And so they isolate, yeah? But you met somebody, whatever way you met this person, it's soul family energy. Okay. And some of you, this is an angel guide that you connected to, that help guide you through this process to help you escape. Some of you literally saw the signs. I'm hearing Ace of Base. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Okay. You saw the signs that your angels were showing you, lighting up the path for your escape. Whew. Put something in the comments. Let me know who you are. Let me know how this energy unfolded for you. I got the psychic tarot for the heart out. We're going to go over this spread one more time just to dig out a little bit more for the download today. This is a collective energy. So for a lot of you, even though I'm talking about physically abused energy, uh, this could be a very symbolic, highly symbolic of spiritual abuse, intellectual abuse, mental abuse, stuff like that. Anywhere where you were feeling victim mode, honey, you're coming out of it. So you know how to listen with your spiritual ears and take the message as they apply for you. Thank you for your love donations. Thank you for the growth on the channel. Let's go over this spread one more time. Thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing. Let's go over the spread one more time with the psychic tarot for the heart. Let's see, what do we have? You have the teach card. Hierophant energy. Teaching the children. Yeah, teaching the children. You had this idea because you saw it from somewhere. You could have just met one person, somebody here. You might have saw it in school. I heard why you were allowed to go anyways. Then we have the simply love card, 6 of cups. Yeah, there's somebody here. It's like all this happened. I hear you. One of the reasons you might have asked yourself so many times, I don't know why this had to happen. You could be in that phase, and some of you, this is just going to be confirmation. This all happened because the lessons you learned from the past is so you can share them with the others who come around. Yeah, success and growth, how you can grow past and beyond these difficult situations, these painful experiences, this hurt where those who are supposed to love and take care of you do not believe and succeed. This is about being able to leave challenging, difficult, battling situations. Yeah, healing begins choosing the healing path. This is about dedicated effort. 8 of Pentacles. It doesn't happen overnight. When you've lived this many years in abuse, in violence, in domestic violence, in neglect, it takes time to heal. And you got to watch out that you do heal, because what happens is those types of connections begin to form an outline for stuff in the future if you don't heal it. And so here, yes, part of healing it was changing your focus and trusting in the universe and giving yourself the wings to fly. I hear the wings to fly, and letting go from the past and moving on. And that's where you're at. Yeah, because intuition, high priestess energy at the bottom of the deck. Listen, you got to listen to your intuition when it said, yes, your friend is right, let's go. You got to listen to the signs when they showed you the open door and the I hear the key to freedom, the path to freedom. Some of you literally needed to get a key in order to become free. I don't know how that works. But they're showing, this is ridiculous. They're showing me handcuffs, they're showing me locked doors, and they're showing me a fucking chastity belt. I'm not even gonna lie. I seeing it all. If that's you, boy, oh boy, I'm proud of you for getting out of there. And some of you, again, this is not on a physical level, but this is on a spiritual level. It's time for you to move on. For those of you where it's on a spiritual level, I just saw an expansion of your sacral chakra, expansion of your root chakra, and an expansion of your solar plexus chakra. And so you could have actually felt that. Okay. You could have actually felt that in your body. It felt like your hips got wider, type of a thing. Okay. This is what I have for you. I would love to hear your feedback, how this message applies to you. And if you were actually one of the ones who is dealing with literal physical abuse and you've escaped, I'm proud of you. If you have yet to escape, you got this. Pay attention to the signs and take advantage of the opportunities when they come your way, because you can't escape this. You don't need to live that way. You owe no one suffering, and there's a whole life waiting for you. Yeah, and it's yours. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. And I'm out.